Sunday the 13th of September, and I'm just taxiing down the runway to the 09 end, and it's now 10:30 in the morning, and just look at this sky. God, I should have been here in about an hour. I launched an hour ago because it's just looking epic now. So let's see what we get up to today. Good forecast. Dan about to launch. So I went for a low release at 3,200, and unfortunately I didn't get into the thermal properly, so I had to fire up the fez, and I had to run it for about 5 minutes just to stay at circuit height, and yeah, luckily I managed to keep maintaining and avoid landing back at the airfield, which is just over there. So these thermals low are a bit difficult to read. I'm getting all sorts of wind directions. It's very light wind. Oh, this is the best I've heard the Vario so far. 3-4 knots. Let's see if I can just stay with the core. Day is definitely looking brilliant. It's a day to go far, so I will, and see if I can hook up with Dan. He launched before me, so he's around somewhere. I'll give him a shout in a minute. Once I get above 4,000 feet, I'll switch over to the chat frequency. Ah, this is good. Yes. 4-knot core. That's the highest I've been so far. I've got above release height now. So Dan's down near Maryvale, which is that direction. I'm not going to head there though. I'm going to go to the Maryvale Valley, which is just over there, and see if I can pick Dan up, because he'll be travelling from the south heading north, and let's see if I can join up with him. Here's hoping. So I got to meet up with Dan. There he is, and we're heading to Dalby, 132 kilometers to the north. Better keep my eyes peeled, see what he does. It looks like a lead and follow, because he's got probably about 700 feet on me, and with his glide that's gonna be hard to keep up with, but we'll see how we get on anyway. So I've got 95 kilometers to run to Dalby. That's Pittsworth there ahead. You can just see in the middle distance. Dan said he's 90 kilometers out, so he's ahead of me. Haven't spotted him yet, and he's higher. He's 6,000. I'm at 5, so gotta keep an eye out above. So all good at the moment. It's quite rough, I have to say. It's I haven't really got myself wired into, you know, how to work the thermals properly, so I'm getting thrown all over the place at the moment. There we've got Toowoomba there on our right, and there's the range, and there's some sort of bushfire, looks like, or maybe they're doing some backburning. And no, ahead still looks good, still plenty of cloud. Now I've got a bit of a blue hole here to cross, so I'll concentrate on that now and report back a little bit later. So 75. Yeah, so I'm in the Darling Downs broadcast area now. The well camp's over that way, so I've switched my radio onto their frequency, just passing Pittsworth here to my left. Ahead to Dalby, it's still looking good. Dan's way ahead of me, I got down low and had to climb my way out. Got a bit tricky, but anyway, I got myself out of it, so that was good. And let's just see how we get on. So I'm just crossed above Darling. Yeah, that's a lot of wet traffic from Wellcamp. Just crossed Darling Downs Club. There's Dalby there over to my left. It's in a bit of a blue hole, I think. So I'm heading more along these line of clouds here. They seem to be working really good. So that's towards Jandawi, and it's 83 kilometers away, so still got a way to go yet. So use these clouds to mark my track there and back. Haven't seen any other Darling Downs gliders, and there's no one else from Warwick down turn from Dalby to Milmarin, so I won't be seeing him for the rest of the day, I don't think. Anyway, just keep plodding north. So I'm approaching the Bunya Mountains now, straight ahead. There's a tower on the top, and that's the turn point. So I'm going to use this line of clouds and use that as the turn point, turn there, and then start heading back, I think. So it's 27 kilometers to run to the Bunyas and the radio tower on the top. Seen a bit of radio glider traffic, so I switched to the chat frequency here just to keep an ear out for a few people that might be around. On the other side of the Bunyas, that's Kingaroy, and there might be some gliders from Kingaroy that might meet on the way. Let's see. So just coming up to Bunya Tower, straight ahead, 7 kilometers that is, and once I get there, I'll turn 180 and follow my same track back, I think. And, it's a little bit overdeveloped here. Still okay though. Let's hope I can get a climb under that grey cloud there. If not, then I'll turn 90 degrees, try and track a little onto this grey cloud here. Hopefully that's working. Anyway, so this is my waypoint straight ahead, the radio tower, and once I got there, turn and head to Darling Downs Soaring Club. I've got glide back 700 feet, 699, so that should be alright. So call back a little bit later. Just between the Bunyas and Darling Downs Soaring Club at the moment, and I just stumbled into a really nice climb here. It's showing between 6 and 7 on the average. Yeah. Just try and get back into it again. Must be this cloud up here, and there's the sink, and there's the lift. Yeah, really strong. So needle on the stop, 8 knots on the average, yeah. Very nice. Could do with a nice climb all the way up to cloud base, and that would set me up for tracking back south. Ooh, yeah, there's the sink again, and there's the surge. Whoa. I think I'll concentrate on flying rather than talking. That was a cracking climb. Got up to 7,000 foot in it. Now I'm tracking along these line of clouds back via Pittsworth and back to Warwick. It's 2:30 at the moment, so good time to be heading back really. Should be back about in an hour or so. So just follow that decent line of clouds if I can. Saying I've got 58 kilometers to run to Pittsworth. That's the next airfield after Darling Downs Club, which is straight on my nose. I can just see the hangars there in the strip. So it's bluing out a little bit to the west. I'm wondering what Dan got up to, because if he was at Milmarin at the time I heard him on the radio, then he'll be back fairly early. If that's the case, maybe he's gone down to Stanthorpe, it's possible. But we'll see. Once I've got closer to Pittsworth, I'll change to the Warwick chat frequency and see what he's up to. Just coming up to Pittsworth there ahead and on the right. The line of clouds has been working really nicely because I've been cruising at 80 knots and just in 0 and +1 you can see there. So it's been really nice, really good energy line to use. Can crack on. So I'm going to try and hook onto this line of cloud that's running here. You see there's another one there, but it peters out towards Milmarin, so not worth taking that one. I think this one here is the one to go for. Heard Dennis on the radio, so he's launched in Delta Zulu, which is good. Let's see if we can meet up with anyone else. So I just passed Pittsworth over there, and you can see Toowoomba there on the edge of the range, and I've got 42 kilometers to run to Warwick, which is just coming around here now, and just taking this lazy climb here. It's 3 knots, not so strong, but yeah, 7,300 feet, not bad. So I heard the Mall is behind me somewhere, 10 kilometers north of Pittsworth. So you can't be too far away now. So I'm just going to milk this thermal for all it's worth. Almost a cloud base now, 7.4, 7.5 it is. I think I'll head towards Killarney. Clouds are starting to look a little bit too grey, but there's still some white cumulus dotted around, so there's still lift, I think. Right, so I'm just going to cross this blue gap now and head straight towards Killarney. Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get to Killarney or not, because it's starting to feel a little bit weaker now. Oh, spoke too soon. Oh no. Very ragged thermals, just maybe this one might work. But anyway, the airfield's just there, behind those 2 crop circles. So got safe glide in, 2,000 foot above glide, so no problem. So I might just see how far I can push down to Killarney way before I have to decide to turn back. So let's see how we get on. Well, I managed to get this nice mellow 4-knot thermal just when I thought I'd be calling circuit, so maybe the day hasn't finished after all. That's good. So it's still looking really good up north. I mean, look at it. Great. a bit. Well, there's the airfield just here. That's where I thought I would be in 10 to 15 minutes. But
Station Soaring, Romeo Whiskey November. Taxiing and backtracking, entering and backtracking, runway 27, Warwick.
runway 27. Okay, so the wind's changed then. Yeah, it looks like it because I can see cars on the other end here. So, and the tug, it looks like. So it looks like the switched ends. Interesting. Okay, well, that's good. So I'll be landing on 27. Yeah, beautiful spring day. Doesn't get much better than this. Let's see if I can eke a bit more out of this. I think I have to come a bit further under this part of the cloud here. So I landed here on the 27. Well, didn't quite get to my car, but that doesn't matter. Walk will do me good. So just use the soft side of the southern part of the airstrip. Didn't feel too good. It was all right. Yeah, that sky's still looking brilliant, but enough for me. I'm happy.